I understand you are not, I repeat, not canceling Halloween.
Yeah, that's right. The kids got to go get their candy. So it will be gusty, though. There's no question about that, Barb, as our storm system continues to pull away from southern New England. But also with regards to the wind, we also have some rough surf out there. This is Beavertail Lighthouse through our People's Credit Union Skycan network, courtesy of Speedcraft Auto Group. Check out a couple of people sitting there on the rocks, kind of to put these waves into perspective of how large they are. The Block Island Ferry canceled once again today, and it's no question about that. 13-foot waves right now, a little bit offshore, so ferry's not going to be able to get going with that type of conditions in place. But 58 degrees in Jamestown. We do have that west-southwest wind sustained at 23 miles an hour, gusting up to almost 30, and that gust will only increase as we go through the rest of the afternoon. Temperatures in the 50s across much of Rhode Island, a little bit warmer across southeast Massachusetts, and that's typically what we expect with a west wind. Now, as we go forward, just because of the limited amount of sunshine, we're actually expecting those temperatures to start to slide back a little bit more. And by the time we are heading out maybe for trick-or-treating, those temperatures should be in the low 50s, fading into the upper 40s. Now, our storm system continues to spin over northern New England. Again, on the backside, very tight pressure gradient, and that's what's leading to these gusty winds. And as we go forward here, we can see a lot of our interior locations gusting anywhere between about 35 and 45 miles an hour. It's going to be the south coast that's exposed a little bit more to this wind, where they could be gusting 45 to 55 miles an hour. And I wouldn't even be surprised, maybe a couple of the islands getting 60 plus there. But all the way through trick-or-treating, we're going to have those gusts in place. And it's not going to be until after midnight when we finally start to see these winds subside a little bit more, and we go into Saturday morning here. Still a bit gusty, gusting to 30, 35 miles an hour initially, and some of the islands maybe 40 to 50. But then later on in the afternoon, that's when we're anticipating those winds to finally lighten up a little bit more. So again, about 35 to 45 for most of us, 55 miles an hour or 45 to 55 for the extreme south coast along with the Cape, and then the islands 55 plus, and then the higher elevations could also be 45 to 55 there. Tomorrow, lots of sunshine, temperatures a bit cooler compared to what we saw today. And again, that west wind will still be in place, sustained anywhere between about 10 and 20 miles an hour. It'll be a little bit cooler on Sunday if you're heading up to Gillette, but less wind in place. Tailgating, temperature's going to be in the mid 40s, and then we're slowly going to creep our way up to about 51, maybe 50 degrees as we head through the game against the Falcons at Gillette. Now, something else we got going on this week, daylight saving time coming to an end. So that means our sunrise on Saturday, 7:18, and our sunset, 5:40. Turn the clocks back an hour. We gain an hour of sleep, but sunrise, 6:19, and then this is the one that no one really enjoys, a sunset of 4:39. As we go forward into next week, our weather pattern, as we can see here, could become a little bit more unsettled. The jet stream is going to have a couple waves to it, and that will introduce us potentially into a few other opportunities for some storm systems Monday night into Tuesday, and then another one potentially Wednesday night into Thursday, followed by maybe a third one as we head, there's a box that I just kicked, into next week. Anyway, so weather alert continues through tonight because of those gusty winds. Still think you can do some trick-or-treating. Just, again, be prepared for those gusty winds that you're going to experience out there across southern New England. And then even this weekend, starting off windy, but it should be a little bit better by the tail end of it, and November 1st.